Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Hope you're doing good, hope you're keeping safe and well. And in the words of the legendary Alan Partridge, hope you're having a really good evening wherever you are in the world and whatever you are planning to get up to tonight. On tonight's show, I'm going to be providing you guys with your latest and your greatest Tottenham Hotspur transfer rumours, reports and updates that have come out in the summer transfer window. And look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. The news report and rumour we're going to be starting tonight off with, it's not the most positive, and I do apologise in advance if I do go on an explicit rant. I'll try my best not to, but look, it is frustrating. It's unbelievably frustrating, and we've seen it so many times before. But anyways, the news that is coming out tonight is that Bayern Leverkusen's sporting director has rejected the possibility of Tottenham Hotspur signing Bayern Leverkusen centre-back Edmund Tapsoba. So basically, the same thing's going to happen again with Tottenham Hotspur, where they don't strengthen in their priority position and don't bring in a manager's priority target in the summer transfer window. And like I say, we've seen it so many times before. We saw it under Mauricio Pochettino when he wanted Paulo Dybala. He was pushing to sign Dybala summer after summer after summer. Tottenham Hotspur got him Giovanni Lo Celso. We saw it under Jose Mourinho when Jose wanted Skriniar, was pushing summer after summer to sign Milan Skriniar. Tottenham Hotspur opted for the cheaper option, as they did with Paulo Dybala, to bring in Giovanni Lo Celso and brought in Joe Rodon. I don't even know who Joe Rodon's playing for right now. Even last summer, it gets brushed under the carpet a little bit. Antonio Conte's priority target was Alejandro Bastoni. He pushed and pushed for Bastoni. Tottenham Hotspur opted for the cheaper option, so Bastoni is too expensive, and brought in Clement Longley. Not even bought Clement Longley, brought him in on loan. Yet again, Tottenham Hotspur are set to miss out on their priority target, set to miss out on a priority position and not sign the one that the manager wants in that priority position because of money. 40 million is what Edmund Tapsoba would have cost. Tottenham Hotspur are backing out this. And Bayern Leverkusen aren't willing to sell because they know how difficult it will be to negotiate with Tottenham Hotspur. But who needs defenders, eh? Who needs defenders? We'll just head into another season, right? Just like we have done last season, just like we have done the season before with Eric Dier in our back line. I do not understand how every manager backs this guy up, right? And I like Ange Postecoglou, I do. I've praised him very heavily on this channel. I think he speaks very well, but I know he's trying to get players' confidence up. But I don't understand how you can come out and blatantly lie and say that Ben Davies and Eric Dier are good players and will be good players in next season's squad. Because year after year, they've been given chance after chance under new manager and they haven't succeeded. Dier was shit under Pochettino. He was absolutely dog shit under Jose Mourinho. Absolutely dog shit under Nuno. Absolutely dog shit under Antonio Conte. And he's getting older as well. So he's going to get worse. It's just, we're keeping this 29-year-old who weren't even a homegrown player. Keep that in mind. He's not even one of our own, technically. Why? Why are we keeping him? I do not understand. Season after season, he makes mistake after mistake after mistake that cost us games. This season even. Look back at some of the pathetic pieces of defending this guy has done. How many times he's been out of position. Look back to that Liverpool game at home. Stupid header back that gifted Liverpool a goal. He doesn't do that, we maybe win that game. At least get a point out of it. At least maybe draw it 1-1. But because of Eric Dier's mistakes, we missed out on points there. Points there that could have at least got us Europa League. You know, we keep this guy summer after summer, and for some reason, every single manager backs this guy up. And like I say, I know why Ange Postecoglou is doing it. I know he's trying to get Dier's confidence up, but just don't lie. Just don't lie. I'm sick of it. Please. Just come out and say this guy is not good enough. And even if you don't sell him, every fan will be behind you, because I'm sure every Spurs fan agrees with you. If there's any Spurs fans out there who still genuinely believe that Eric Dier has some potential, I think you're deluded. Because this guy's been under, what, 4 managers? Well, no, actually, Mauricio Pochettino, there's one. Jose Mourinho, there's another. Nuno, there's another. Antonio Conte, there's another. Ange Postecoglou. This is going to be Eric Dier's 5th manager. Right, he's had different chances under 4 different managers who play 4 different styles of football, and each one he's been crap under. It's the same story with Ben Davies. Ben Davies not as bad as Dier, but still nowhere near good enough and nowhere near the level that this team needs. If we're going to rebuild this side with exciting young players, Eric Dier and Ben Davies should be nowhere near that team. Yet they will be, because yet again Spurs are failing to acquire in a priority position. Yet again Spurs have not brought in a centre-back. And yet again, Spurs are going to miss out on a priority target. We've been in talks with this guy for 3 weeks. Only now we're hearing that Bayern Leverkusen sporting director has rejected the possibility of selling Tapsoba. What about the last 3 weeks when we could have got this deal done before he had made his mind up? But no, we just stalled. I said on this morning's show about Tapsoba, when Romano came out and said talks are still ongoing, obviously we got the news now, but I said this morning, what are we stalling for? Are we just stalling for another club to come in? Are we stalling for Bayern Leverkusen to actually think about wanting to keep Tapsoba? And that's what happened. Bayern Leverkusen have had so much time to think about how crucial this guy is to their team, and they've decided to keep him. And yet again, Spurs miss out on a priority target, just like with Skriniar, just like with Dybala, because of money. And yet again, Spurs will opt for the cheaper option. Will we even opt for the cheaper option this time? You know, will we even get a centre-back? I don't know. Will we have a centre-back before the season starts? I don't think so now. I'm genuinely getting worried we're going to head into that first game with that brain-dead moron of a defender, Eric Dier, and Davies, and potentially even Davinson Sanchez, because he doesn't want to go to Spartak Moscow, which I do understand. I do understand, but then don't be such a terrible defender and you won't get offered up to these clubs. So, look, it's unbelievably frustrating, this centre-back situation. It's getting boring to talk about, but only now is the Bayern Leverkusen sporting director saying Tapsoba is staying, because he's had so much time to think about it while Spurs have been stalling for no reason. We heard this morning that Spurs were waiting for the Kane saga to sort itself out. What does that have to do with signing centre-backs? Can we not negotiate with more than one player at once? Because it seems that you can do it on transfer deadline day. It seems that every team can do it on transfer deadline day. You can get deals done quickly there. Before that, no, it takes three weeks just to talk to a player and stall for no reason. So we've wasted 3 weeks trying to sign a centre-back and trying to sign our priority target without even making a move, and now they've decided they don't want to sell him because they've had enough time to think about that. We'll bring in Van der Ven. I'm not completely opposed to Van der Ven. Hell, I'd take him now because I'm questioning if he'll even get a centre-back this summer, and he's way better than Eric Dier. But then my nan could defend better than Eric Dier. So it's not difficult, but you get what I'm trying to say. Yet again, Spurs are going to opt for the cheaper option, bring in someone who's not as good as our main target. And it's the same old story. Yeah, keep spreading this fake positivity. Hey, Ange Postecoglou, all of this. Right, I like Big Ange. I do. I like the way he's presented himself in the media. I like the way he spoke. And I understand he's doing this to build confidence. But all you're doing is making it harder to actually sell this guy. Because Levy's going to be looking at this thinking, okay, Ange Postecoglou likes him. Every manager seems to like him. Be honest and say he's not good enough like Antonio Conte was. Antonio Conte made mistakes at Spurs. Yes, he did. But at the end of the day, he was the only manager under this tenureship and under this ownership who've actually called out the players for not being good enough. Yeah, I love Ange Postecoglou because he comes across so well. But yet again, it seems like he's going to back up these crap players like Davies and Dier until he's driven to breaking point and then says they're terrible, just like Conte was. But it's the same old story. Shambles of a pre-season. We're taking on Sea Lion Sailors tomorrow, whatever their name is. See what happens there. We'll have a match reaction on the channel. Well, hopefully we will. I did drop my phone earlier today in the sink, so I'm trying to record this now. Maybe this video will never be released, but if you've seen it now, it has been. But yeah, hopefully my phone holds out to do a match reaction tomorrow. If not, I'll get a new one in the next week. But look, thank you guys for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. All the best. God bless. I do apologise about the absolute state of my microphone earlier and the feedback going on in the show with Ben. But Ben's a great guy. It was a pleasure to have him on. And hopefully we'll have him on again down the line. And I can, hopefully on the day that I actually film with him, I don't drop my phone in the sink. But there you go. Thank you guys for watching this video. Take care. Have a smashing evening. And as always, come on you Spurs. In Ange Postecoglou we trust. But most importantly, Levy and Enoch.